Okay, I am ready for you. Everybody with their Q&A. Are you ready for me? Get your popcorn, get your tea, get your coffee, even get a wine. Okay, don't drink too much. Ogogoro no be good. Okay, let's get this started. Welcome to DNVlogsLife channel, the channel where you see families and you see us doing our thing in this diaspora. Anyway, so I put out a picture on my YouTube. This is my YouTube community page. So if you guys are not checking out our YouTube community page, you are missing out a lot, because that community page, I give you nuggets of truth. I introduce you to so many people, but I put out a picture and I said I want to do a Q&A. Ask me anything, motherhood, anything at all, and I'll answer. So let me grab my glasses because I'm going to answer your questions. So let's jump right into it, and as I answer, I'm going to be mentioning the names of the people and giving them accolades and thanking them also. So let's get started. We have about 30 questions, or even, you know what, 60 questions. Oh my god. So let's start off. The first one is from Kelly Almighty. Kelly says, my question is simple. How old are you? Do you have another profession apart from YouTube? And I'm about to wed a Yoruba man. Hope they can accommodate a total stranger. Okay, please, you may wish to explain in detail how Yorubas are, their beliefs, and what not. How much time do you have, Kelly? So Kelly Almighty. Okay, so let me answer the question, because I told you guys, I told you I was going to answer everything. There's nothing wrong. I'm not aware. I told you I was going to answer everything. So how old am I? I'm 44 years old. I know you thought I was 15 or 16. Sweet 16. Black don't crack. I'm 44 years old. Do I have another profession? Yes, I do have a profession. I am a programmer specialist, and I've been that I've been a programmer for over 24 years. So that's my profession. You can click that link to watch about my YouTube life and my work life and whatever, work from home. And she says she's trying to marry a Yoruba man. Please, can you explain in details how Yoruba are? Yoruba people, we are simple people. We love respect, so you got to show respect. And also, you know, number one, show respect. Number two, try and learn more about the culture. Know a few words like Báwo ni, how are you, ẹ ṣé gan ni. And remember, when you talk to someone older than you, or if you don't know someone that is older than you, you don't know their age, always use even if you don't speak it right. Always be respectful. We like our food. We also, you know, we're like any other culture, you know, we love color, we love elaborate things. Not all of us, so there are some gentle ones of us, but you know what, overall, in terms of marriage, just love each other, be understanding, learn to compromise when you have to, and learn to respect each other in all ways. So moving on, Ricket Sharon says, how do you handle your spouse's relationship with people of other gender, so females? How does one overcome feeling of insecurity in that line, especially when there's nothing to worry about? Okay, so this is a very touchy question, because you have to understand your spouse's temperament. You have to understand that in marriage, you grow in marriage. So you might be at a spot right now that so for me, my husband, you know, he talks to men, he also talks to women, but the thing is that just having trust, and if you feel one kind of way about how your spouse is talking or your spouse is doing, let them know. Let them know, be open to let them know, and most importantly, prayer. If I tell you something, I've told you, one thing is pray for your spouse, pray for your spouse, because points of weaknesses can happen. You cannot stop someone from doing something, you know what I'm talking about. But with prayer, and you yourself, you have to also give time to spend time with your spouse. Let them realize that you appreciate them, and it can go both ways. You can be doing it and he can be doing it, but you guys have to have both understanding. Now, how does one overcome the feeling of insecurity? It's very hard. Sometimes, you know, you just have to look for a way deep inside you that when you feel insecure, you can talk to your spouse. Always talk. Always try to talk it out and pray. Pray. My mom is one of those people that, you know, she prays a lot. If you wake up in the middle of the night, just I feel like this sense of heaviness with your spouse or with your relationship, pray about it, because prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. Prayer, okay, don't let me sing, but prayer is the key. But we all go through times like that in our marriages and stuff, and I just want to let you know that there's nothing unseen under the earth, but you just have to, if it's something you're uncomfortable with, you have to let your spouse know. And then you have to have some elements of trust for your spouse. But if you feel something that is just nagging on you, you know what I'm talking about, you have to let your spouse know, and you guys have to talk about it. And that's what I have to say about that. Abby the Sugar says, when someone runs out of content, what do you suggest she can do to get more content? That's number one. Number two, if someone's copy exactly what you do on YouTube, how do you handle it? Oh my God. And somebody said, Chimo, who am I? Millicent Sandra will say, Chimo. Okay, I don't know any Igbo word. So when someone runs out of content, what do you suggest they do to get more content? Google. Google, look at trends. Look at what other people are doing, but look at how you can put your own spin at it. Okay, so if somebody is doing a video about iPhone now, so they're like, oh, this iPhone does this iPhone does that. You can say, okay, I'm going to do a video about iPhone. Maybe iPhone is trending. How long does it take for an iPhone to float on water? Don't do that, please. Your iPhone will be soaked. But you look for other ways to put a spin on it. When you run out of content, that's why you join groups that are affiliated with, you know, on Facebook and all that stuff. You join groups that have to do with what your channel is about. So my main channel is called DiscoveringNatural, and I do hair videos. So on there, if I run out of content, I have a ton of Facebook groups for hair that I belong to, and I just scroll through and see what are questions people are asking that people are not getting answers to, and I do videos on it. Google, read magazines, watch news, current affairs, so many things out there to do. Now, if someone copies exactly what I did, you know, and how do I handle it? I get upset, and then I just say, you know what, it's okay. I don't dwell on it, but it does get upsetting. But this is one thing about YouTube. People will always copy what you do. But if they copy exactly like I do like this, you do like that, I'll ban now. If you can't take it anymore, you can contact the person that, I think you copy. It might be somehow contacting the person, but to be honest with you, how do I handle it? I think that has happened to me, but not... I was pissed about it. I didn't contact the person. I was just pissed about it. And I just like, you know what? I can't kill myself. Such is life. People always copy greatness. Oh, but to be serious, it's not good. If we are copying other people, you guys stop it now. It's not fair now. Please, people work to get all these brilliant ideas. So thank you, Abby the Sugar. I just like the sugar. Abby, Shala the Sugar. That's my new name. Okay, Sandra India says, would you support your girls if they want to go to college in Nigeria? Yes. If you know me and my girls' relationship, you will know that I will support my girls. If my girls decide to do something that is contrary to what I believe in, what I do, I'll support them because they're my children. But if they decide to do things that are not, you know, that I don't think is right, do I condone it? No, I don't condone it. But will I say, because of that, you're not my child, I disown you? No. In terms of going to college in Nigeria, if they decide they want to go to college in Nigeria, then they go to college in Nigeria. But I'll say, girls, do your research, do, ifs and buts, whatever, and understand the ramification. There's nothing bad in deciding to go to Nigeria to do whatever. It's your choice. Long story short, it's their life. So are you going to be living their life for them when they are like 30, 20? No, it's their life. So they have to reap what they sow. And I teach my kids that if you make a mistake, I'll guide you. But if you make a mistake, you're like, oh, mommy, I didn't know it to happen that way. Oh, I'm sorry. I already told you. Okay? So Vivian's diary said, would you advise one keeps a stressful day job or focus on content creation full time? That is judging from your experience. From my experience, I do that. I keep a stressful day job and I also do YouTube content creation. You can do both, but you have to be self-disciplined. Oh my gosh, if anybody has ever told me that I need self-discipline in this my nearly 10 years of doing YouTube, you have to be self-disciplined, you have to organize and stuff. You can do it. There's nothing wrong in doing it. A lot of people do it, Focus on YouTube content creation full time. I don't see myself as somebody focused on YouTube content creation full time or until I retire. Who knows when I'll retire? Probably in my 50s. I'm thinking in my 50s, which is coming up anyway. Hey. So that's my advice. Tabitha Otumu says, Auntie Shola, you are correct, girl. Tabitha, you are correct, girl. My question is on parenting. Give us young mothers some parenting tips that has helped you over the year. I admire your relationship with your girls. Thank you, ma. Thank you, Tabitha. Now, parenting advice, number one, I will say, this is something that I think parents should know. If you have young children, be invested in your children, which means that understand your children, spend time with your children. The only way you can know your children, what your children love, and what they aspire to be is to spend time with them. Every day, I repeat it, in the morning, I spend at least an hour and a half with my daughters. We walk, we run, we talk. So whenever we start walking, we start with, oh, did you sleep well? What did you dream about? They tell me their dreams. They also tell me, and that is when I hear the gist, the stories with their friends and stuff, and I get to know them. Be open with your children. The days of iron fist, you must raise a child with iron fist so that the child will not spoil. It's not that it has passed though, but there's a different way with raising these children. Not everything is beating. I don't beat my children. I don't even remember ever beating them like that. Maybe I've done, stop it now. Oh no, don't touch that. But in terms of beating, you're like, until I flog this child will not get correct. There's a different way of doing things. Respect. Teach your kids respect. Show your kids respect. And then give your kids respect. You teach respect, you show respect, and you give respect. You have to do that because that is the only way you will earn respect. So with your children, if you respect your children, they will come to you. If you teach your children about respect, they will not disgrace you outside. And if you show your children respect, that is how they learn from example. Be open to your children. Okay, before you start advising them, ask them, what do you think about this? Then teach your kids how to do things. Don't say, she's too young to do that. No, he's a boy, he cannot do it. No, gender neutral. Don't be gender like, the boy should not be in the kitchen. The girl should be in the kitchen. Hey, boy, go and read your book. You, this girl, come here, come and watch these dishes. No, show them love. Okay, there's so much more. You can click on my link for my parenting advice. It's right there. I tell it as it is. Okay. Sweet Moxie says, what are your challenges when you started YouTube and what year did I start? I started my YouTube channel around, I want to say 2011, 2012. I have 3 channels. DiscoveringNatural, which is my hair channel, which I started first. And then my second channel is DNVlogsLife, and then my third secret channel is DiscoveringNatural live streams. That's the channel where I give quick tips, and if I want to go live anyway, I just go live there. So what are the challenges what were your challenges when I started? When I started, I didn't really, YouTube wasn't the way it was. It was fun. My main challenge was editing. I didn't know how to edit. It took me a 5 minutes video, took me 7 hours to edit. Editing was my main challenge. Okay, Ife's success, thank you. She says, one, I must say you are beautiful. Oh, Miss Nigeria, Mrs. Nigeria. And you have a good heart. God bless you. Thank you. My question is, what camera do you use? How can someone get more views on YouTube? Oh, plenty question. Okay, let's answer one at a time. Okay, one at a time. If it says, what camera do you use? I use to record right now my sit-down camera. So this is my studio, my bathroom for Discovery Natural channel. This is where I have all the lights and everything. Details of all the equipment, everything I use, I always put it in the description area. I'm an open book. I tell you every single thing I use. When things change, I update it. I show you again. Lighting, camera, everything. So I'm an open book. I'm not like other people that were like, I'm not going to tell you what I use. All that is nonsense. Anyway, so what camera do I use? So right now I am using for my sit down video. This camera never leaves the house. I'm using a Canon 80D. Okay, EOS 80D. It's a very good camera. It's expensive, but it's heavy duty and it does what you want it to do. It focuses well. It's very crisp. For my vlogs, when I go around, I use Canon G7X Mark II. I used to use Canon. The very first camera that I used was Canon PowerShot EPH110S or something like that. That one, when you zoom, it makes that. If you watch my videos, like in my playlist section, you go to playlist and you go to watch all vlogs from 2014, 2015. If you go to my 2014, you'll be hearing it when I'm zooming to be like, okay. So, but my other channel, I use Canon 2014, I believe. No, Canon. Which one? 2014? Canon G7X. That's what I use. Canon G7X Mark II. See, your girl has to eat. That's why I'm like Mark II. Okay, next one was like, how can someone get more views on their channel? Different ways you can get more views. This day and age, views are going up and down. I just say do what you love. Make sure your thumbnail, they'll say the usual, your thumbnail is right, your SEO is right. SEO just means your title, people is searchable, your what do they call it? Your tags, your description, and there's some other stuff. Now, if you want a channel review, if you want channel advice and all that stuff, I do one-on-one with people, so you can connect with me. I do one-on-one with people, and it's not free, but it's very cheap, affordable, like 2 hamburgers. You've paid me. So not really, but anyway, so if you ever want a channel review, send me a DM on DNVlogsLife channel, Discovery DNVlogsLife, and we'll talk about it, and I'll see what you want and how to help you. So what was your greatest challenge when you started YouTube? I've already answered that. Is it okay to post videos on YouTube every day? It depends on your audience. Some people, their audience doesn't like it. Some people, their audience likes it. You have to just see what works for your audience. The best way to know your audience is to ask your audience. Just ask them. Do a poll. How many of you want videos every day? I just play around with it. You never know. Please, my beautiful mama, can you help me review my channel to see if I am doing well or whatever? Yeah, so I'm going to send a message and say, please contact me on Instagram for channel, let me put DNVlogsLife for channel review. Okay, so anyway, so I am open to do channel review. It's not expensive at all. Trust me, and you get a big bang for your money. So contact me, DM DNVlogsLife channel, and I'll set up an appointment. for you all. Okay, so Kenny Bakes said, hello Mama Eniola, first of all, you are beautiful. Thank you. Now look, my husband, are you watching this? You need to be paying. Every time everyone say you are beautiful, you have to be paying, because you know, so many things. You guys should see my secret. I share my secret on Discovering Natural channel, all the stuff I use to beautify, you know, the ageless, this thing I drink. Just kidding. And you're a beautiful woman, thank you God, and a mother. Since I came across your channel, I never regret. By watching your vlogs every day is a big motivation for me. Thank you for inspiring us. My question is, have you ever thought of relocating back to Nigeria one day with all your family? Okay, so this is something my husband has talked about relocating, and he was saying, oh, it'd be nice to relocate. We've talked about it, but we've never concluded on whether to do it or not, so who knows. But right now it's not on the plate. If yes, what will you do as a project? If I did relocate back to Nigeria, I'll do something natural here now. Okay, I'll be talking with people, helping people out, do something with YouTube, help people start their YouTube channel, do all that. Man, there's a lot of things to be made in Nigeria, but you know, God is God though. Because I really see you as a motivational speaker. Oh, thank you. Someone, if you want to pick me up as a motivational speaker, I am in Nigerian people. Set up appointment with me. Let us do this. Life come. Okay. This is my opinion. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I like when you come out with your story videos. Really interesting. If you permit, I sometimes compare you to the CEO of Ebony Live TV, Mo Abudu. I want to ask more, but I think it is okay for now. Oh, girl, my head is big. Look how big my head is turning. After you've tantalized me with your word. Oh, let me respond that. Oh, you are too kind. Oh, so okay. So next one is from Boris DIY. Oh, Boris DIY. Hi, Auntie Shola. My question, how do you feel about the current situation of the pandemic in the US? Oh, she's CNN. How do I feel about it? The current situation sucks. I'm sorry. The current situation is tough. The rates are rising again because people don't listen. People don't wear their mask. But now in my state, they've said if you don't wear a mask, you go pay $250. And me, I like to put the money in my children's account for college. You know, I don't want to tip for my children, so wear masks. What will you advise people in power in US to do about it? Am I running LA? Am I not running to be president of the United States of America? What do I advise people in power to do about it? I don't know. I just say that they need to, like all what other countries are doing. Everybody just, I don't know how this situation is going to end. To be honest with you, that's a loaded question. What would I tell them to do is just to see how maybe there's a way we can reduce people not obeying the law and not wearing their mask and so much. There's so much with me. I don't get into politics and all that stuff, my sister. Vicky M. You guys, you know Vicky M now. You know the lady that lost her channel. You guys, I'm sure you guys subscribe to her. Thank you so much. She says, hi, sis Shola. Vicky, you put H on my Shola. Everybody is putting H on my Shola. I never like that. Anyway, she says, I've been meaning to ask you this. I guess this is the right time. I see you have 2 channels. Well, I actually have 3. And you are so consistent, like almost every day or every other day. My question is, how do you do it and still double up with the home front? So I have a video that I've already did talking about what I do, how I do this. But the key to this is I am very organized. I am super organized. If you're someone that you've interacted with me, you don't collab with me, or you know, I'm very organized and I allocate time for everything. So I always do, like when I record videos in batches. So case in point, today I wake up very early in the morning. If you look at my day in the life videos, just search for DNVlogsLife day in the life. I show you what I do every day. I have videos showing what I do as a YouTube. I did a collab with Lily Poe, so you can see. I wake up in the morning, I exercise for an hour, 2 hours. After exercising, while exercising, I'm answering comments. While I'm answering comments, I'm watching other people's YouTube video. I'm doing all this stuff. get up. After that, you know, I do things. I go to work. I work 9 to 5. During my lunch break, I'm recording video. If I have to record video, I'm editing video, I'm cooking, just different things. It is the grace of God. It is the grace of God. It's not easy. I answer everybody's comment. When I have free time, I'm answering comments. Now, how do I handle the home front? After I get off work at 5 o'clock, okay? Between that and between the time people eat, I'm cooking. If I have time, if my husband is not around, then, you know, I'll spend time with the girls. We'll do some stuff. And I always try and allocate time for the family. If I want to do YouTube, and let's say my husband is around, I try not to do YouTube in the evening time, you know, after we finish. And I'm like, ask him, I was like, do you need me for anything else? He'll be like, no, I'm fine. It's just chilling. Maybe he's chilling, watching TV. It's like, no, fine. I do some YouTube stuff. I edit, I do some stuff. But weekends, I'll do my live chats. I'll do all that, you know, little time. If you find little time here and there, you try and maximize the time. I do not procrastinate. When you procrastinate, things pile up. So I make it a duty not to procrastinate. You start little by little by little. Do what you can do and leave the rest to God. Okay? So that is my answer to that question. And I hope that really helps you out. So Abina's wall says, how do you battle YouTube, work, and motherhood? That's pretty much what I just answered. Does YouTube pay some of your bills? YouTube pays some of my bills. Yes, I would not lie. YouTube pays some of my bills. Brand deals, affiliates. I make money off of other things. Okay, other things. So, but YouTube pays bills. Thank God. Nosa Girl TV says, not a question. I just admire how you relate with your girls. Oh, thank you. You guys are more like sisters. Sister. Okay, got me. No, I don't know this song. Than mother and daughters. How are you such an awesome mom? It is the grace of God. Thank you. I want to be like you when I grow old. You say you want to be like when you grow old. You see this, I'm never growing old, so you are a beautiful woman. You will be like you when you grow old. Keep inspiring me. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. So Jenny says, this is from Jenny Channel, about parenting. I would really want to know if you beat or shout at your kids like every African mother will do. Oh, I really do get scared myself on how I am going to take care of my kids in the future. No, I do not beat my kids, and no, I do not shout at my kids like every... That's so funny. Every mother does that. No, my mom didn't do that. So anyway, but I do not beat my kids. I do rebuke them in love. What if my kids are doing something wrong? I'll be like, girl, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. Please don't let me see you doing that again. And my kids, they already know. Like my daughter will say, I know that look. Like, I'll be like, that's my look for, you better get yourself ready. Or I'll just do, my daughter was telling me today when we were walking, doing our walk, she was like, oh no, I know you want to say more. I said, how do you know I want to say something? She said, you do that thing. I'm like, what's that thing? You know, she was asking that, oh, how do I feel about this? I'm like, and just that, she has already translated as something. So you don't have to beat your kids. Not until you beat your kids. Why are you beating your kids? And shouting, me, my throat. I like to keep my throat succulent. You know, I want to make that spree, you know, so when I'm talking, I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you? But if I'm yelling, hey, what's up? You know, I don't yell at my kids. You know, I just tell my kids because I don't have time. I don't have time to be yelling. Yelling will just give you a headache. So, Karen, okay, I don't know how to say your name. Hey, Auntie Shola, I'm newlywed. Oh, 2 years. Oh, how do you keep marriage sexy? Oh my God, how do I keep marriage sexy? Let me tell you something. You're only 2 years. That's honeymoon. During that time, we are just shabanging everywhere. How do I keep marriage spicy? How do I keep my marriage spicy? Number one, I observe my husband. I see what he likes and I see what he doesn't like. I make sure that I take care of the food, the belly, okay? I feed him what he loves. I try to, just understand your spouse, and I try not to stress him. I try not to stress him because the guy gets enough stress at work, so he'll come back home to stress again. I don't argue, but if I don't like something, I speak up my mind. I don't let people ride over me. I speak up my mind, but in a very smart way. How do I keep spicy? If you're talking about the bedroom, I make sure I do my duty as a wife. If there are some things I don't know how to do, I educate myself. Once in a while, your husband, maybe he likes it when you touch his ears. You do stuff like that. Yeah, there's so much way of doing all this stuff, okay? There's so much way, and then spend time together, go on dates. I don't know if you have children, go on dates, go to different places. You don't always have to be in the bedroom to have fun. You can have fun other places. You know what I mean by fun? The other places, once in a while when you are washing your dishes, you can say, my husband, come and do, and you are. There's so many ways to do it. Don't let me. I'm missing my husband now. See what you got me doing. I'm missing my husband. Temi says, do you sometimes pull on all-nighter just to get content out? Oh, I used to do that way back when. But I only do that if my husband is not around. Lately, the latest I've gone to bed now was 11 o'clock because I had about 3 brand deals that I had to go out. And I was working with a colleague of mine and so many things, so I didn't go to bed till like late. But I used to do that way back when, and I discovered that wasn't good for my health because I started having insomnia and so many other health issues, which we're not going to get into. But now I'm much better. I sleep better now. It's not good. It's not good. Okay. And is it every day, or how often do you create to get content ready for upload? To be honest with you, I usually create, lately I've only been creating content in the weekend. So like today, I've already created 3 videos today. Once I put on makeup, then I record, boom, boom, boom. And my daughter does the same thing. So my daughter has a channel called Just Eniola. So she has the same thing. During the weekend, we record video and stuff. So it's not and then vlogging, family vlogs, I do it mainly in the weekends. I don't, or sometimes when I get off work, I might just pick up the camera. If something comes to mind, just pick it up. But I'm not picking up camera every day. Even when I did daily vlogs, there was a time I did vlogs every single day for about a year. I was recording maybe one weekend and I was slicing and dicing. Slice and dice. So I was giving you little pieces, and that kind of helped people on to the whole week. There's a little trick to doing everything. YouTube doesn't have to be stressful. Just have fun, okay? Anyway, I don't know why my nose is itchy. Among K says, my question is, as a work from home veterans, what tips can you give us newbies with young kids under 7, especially in this time when daycare and nannies and summer activities is not an option? How did you manage to keep your kids occupied and get office work done when they were younger? I have videos on this, but tips that I do is plan and have a schedule. So what I did with my kids was that I wrote a schedule, like on every hour I know what we're doing. So I could start off in the morning, go for a walk with them, exercise with them, play a game with them. Then from when I'm at work in the morning, they're coloring, they're painting, they're doing stuff. Yes, they might come to me and say, mommy, but they are occupied. I give them workbook. Buy all those, those workbooks. They're these little workbooks for children, coloring stuff. Get them little crafts and arts and things to do. Lunchtime, you break for lunch, you do homework. That's what we used to call it, homework. So during lunch, that's when I'm teaching them how to cook. We're baking, we're doing all this stuff. After lunch, get off, you do work again. Nap time. Who invented nap time? That person is a wonderful person. Nap time. Teach your kids to take naps if they're little. Nap time, siesta time, and then arts and craft time, and then togetherness time, teamwork time. Teamwork time is give them a deck of cards. Play that game called concentration. That game of concentration will make you take cards, like a whole deck of cards. Get 2 or 3 decks of cards. Your living room, scatter it with cards. Turn it upside down. I used to do this with my kids and tell them, oh yeah, match, mix match, mix match. They will play that for 2 hours and you can get more work done. There's so many other tips out there, but the thing about it is that have a structure, be organized. One thing about children is that when you keep on, repeated action forms behavior. Repeated action forms behavior. If you repeat something over and over and over again, a way you do stuff, that's how kids will adapt. Like kids know that we go to school, we come back from school, we have snack, we go wash, we do this, we play outside, we eat break dinner, we do devotion, we go to bed. Have that routine and your kids will get used to it. Start off, if you are someone that you have children right now and you don't have routine, you're just like, what are we doing today? We don't know. It's gonna hurt you in the long run. You're gonna be stressed. So put your kids on a routine. Moms, put your kids on a routine. It will help you when they are older. They'll be so organized. My kids now, they're so hands off. They're so hands off, but I still check up on them more. Don't get me wrong. Nicole Rickett says, I know you have 2 lovely daughters. Do you wish you had a son too? And what's your favorite gender? I know that's a hard one to answer. Okay, so do I wish I had a son? I cannot say yes and I cannot say no. I only know of daughters. Would it have been nice to have a son just to see the kind of gender it is? Yeah, it might be nice to see what kind of gender it is. I love my girls. A funny thing I should tell you is that when I was growing up, and I have 3 brothers and I'm the only girl. So when I was growing up, I always said I want boys because I didn't understand women. Girls have too much drama and stuff. So when God decided to bless me with child number 1, she was a girl, and so God rest her soul, and God blessed me again with another daughter, Eniola, and I'm like, maybe it's my portion. So over the years we had issues and things like that. So I was at the point right now that over the years with all the issues with children and having babies and all that stuff, losing babies, so many things, I don't want to get too much because I will get emotional. I will say I just wanted an healthy baby. I just wanted a healthy baby. So with genders, I have them. Okay? I have them. I might not have experienced, raising a boy, but I have them, if you understand where I'm going. I'm not going to go much into this because I'm going to start crying. But with all this stuff, what is my favorite gender? My favorite gender is God gender. God gender. And God gender is that gender that God has destined for you. Whoever God gave you as a child, a living child, is the gender. So I don't choose favoritism. I don't have favoritism amongst my girls either. And say, oh, Eniola, I like Eniola better. I might like different characteristics from each child, but I don't specifically say, oh, I like this one better. Oh, this one. No, I don't do that. Please. Okay? Each person has their own personality. You can say, oh, if you had a son, maybe that son will turn into one stressful person that will bring my BP high, make me all stressed out, So who am I to say, God, please give me a son? God gives and he takes away. So we thank God. Momstatic TV says, I just love your personality, and also what's that pray that you keep you moving forward? Okay, what's the keep you moving forward in your marriage? Because a lot of married women don't know this. As they say, a happy home is a bless from the Lord. Don't beat me, ma. That's my only question. Okay, she might be saying, what keeps me going in marriage? What keeps me going in marriage is the love I have for my husband, the love I have for my kids, and just to be able to just show my kids that the love we have for each other. That's what keeps me going, and the grace of God. The grace of God, the grace of God, the grace of God. That's what keeps me going. Jenny also says, I just created my YouTube channel and I would really like to know how you manage your channel when it was young. When it was young, it was not a struggle like how it is now. When my channel was young, all I did was just create content, and I was just happy that even one person watched it and I responded in comments. So that was it. It wasn't stressful like this, so not at all. Fumiville says, hello Auntie Shola, glad I get to ask you something that has been on my mind. How do you manage to stay consistent here on YouTube, and how can one not run out of content ideas? I've already answered those questions. Also, when you are not creating content, what do you do in your spare time? So in my spare time, I hang out with my daughters. I like exercising, I like running, I like biking, I like spending time with my husband watching Nigerian movie. I get it, once in a while. I like just going on a drive with my husband. I like listening to my husband as he tells me stories. He loves to read stories. We love watching motivational speakers on Facebook, on YouTube together. What else do? I like playing badminton with my girls. I don't like shopping. So that's about it. So Julie City says, how do you manage your time? I've already said that. As in putting it all together and still staying beautiful. Motherhood, wife, mom, YouTube. So for me, it's just simple. I just dedicate, I plan out my day. I have this purple book that I write everything I'm doing. I maximize my time. I don't waste time on unnecessary things. So if somebody's gonna waste my time, I don't like it. My pet peeve is, number one, people not keeping to time, and number two, people wasting my time with unnecessary gossip. I don't like gossip. I don't spend my time just sitting there and just talking about nothing that will bring nothing to existence. No, I maximize my time. I keep a small circle of friends because I don't like the stress. And you know what? I try and eat healthy. I drink my water. I moisturize my face. I moisturize my hair. I pray and I thank God for giving me life, and I take my vitamins. Okay, Mia Rose says, what keeps you motivated to keep doing YouTube? The comments I get from people keeps me motivated. Just me being able to inspire someone keeps me motivated, and also being able to share. I love sharing what I know with others, and I just like learning new discovery, learning new things about people and stuff. That keeps me motivated. Life of Abishola. Oh, Life of Abishola. Hi. Good afternoon, ma. What ultimate advice will you give to a new mom? I've already said that. As a new mom, I seem to be struggling a lot. Okay, so I just already answered all that question. Real Estate with Oma says, Sis Shola, this is very passionate to me. In your last Q&A, you said you're 17 years in marriage. Yes, so please tell me, was there any time where you were tired of each other? Because I sit and watch reality of some couples and men, you both stand out. And men, you both stand out. I really love your relationship. How do you keep it going? There was no time I was tired of my husband, to be honest with you. It's like as we get older, I fall more and more in love with him. It's kind of weird. We have our ups and downs. We have times that we butt heads. But I find that after we butt heads and we try and understand each other, we grow more deeply in love with each other, and I try and do things to spice things up. If I know my husband likes something, I try and show it to him. I show him respect. I help him out. So like my husband travels a lot, so there's some things he can't get to. For example, the other day he cuts the grass and everything, but I noticed that the weeds were growing out of the sidewalk. So I went there and I spent like 30 minutes picking the weeds, and I called him and I said, oh, by the way, when you get home, you don't have to pick the weeds because I did it for you. I didn't have to do it. He could have done it, but he was just like, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. And men are like, I don't want to say men are like babies. Men like compliments. So I compliment my husband a lot. Once in a while, I'll just, in the middle of his work, I'll just send him a message. I'll just say, how are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Emoji. You know that emoji that will do, that kiss emoji. I'll just put it there. The man will say, oh, I'm doing fine. Or I'll just send a message to him. I'll just say, just thinking about you. And I'll send a picture of my face. Or I'll send a picture of the kid. Just something different. When I pack his lunch sometimes, I might put some little treats in there. Just find little ways. Act as if you are newlywed. Look for little things to do. If you find that your husband, he doesn't like some things, try not to do it. Try not to find argument. Try not to find things to provoke him. Some women and even men, they always try to push the button. he doesn't do this like other men. He doesn't, that wife. No, don't compare. I never compare my husband with anybody. I don't compare what other women have with anybody. Like, look, she went to Dubai. Why haven't we gone to Dubai? Did you marry them? Are they your own husband? Are they your own wife? No, stay in your own lane. I stay in my own lane. No, I don't let my eyes face into other people's relationship, because not all that glitters is gold. You know, it might be taking her to Dubai, taking her shopping spree, buying her. You always see her with the latest Gucci, latest Louis Vuitton, latest everything, but it might be beating her up at home. So stay in your own lane. Appreciate your own. Okay, and that's what I do. How did you grow your YouTube channel from scratch? And what advice can you give me as a beginner? This is from SC Bright TV. How do I grow my YouTube channel from scratch? I have videos in my YouTube advice playlist, so you can check it out. But I pretty much was just doing videos, answering comments, and watching other people's video and commenting there. You know, connecting with people, being genuine. You have to be yourself. Be yourself. Promote yourself on all your social media platforms, and don't look at another person's river. Okay, what I mean by that is this: a lot of people, they are used to, look at that person, hey, we started the same time and she has 10,000 subscribers and I only have 20 subscribers. No, your lifestyle is not the same. You don't know what she's doing. You don't know if she's buying views. You don't know what she's doing. Stay in your own lane. Don't ever compare yourself with other people, please. Okay, African Taste Bakery says, what can you recommend the best camera for filming foods? Best camera, I don't film food, so it's very hard for me to tell you a recommendation. I like Canon 80D, but I don't film food with it. I use Canon G7X. Even people that use their cell phone, it works fine. So I don't know. Nwanyi Igbo says, what are your challenges the first year you started YouTube journey? So I already talked about it. It was editing. And Miss Blue Williams, Miss Blue, it's been a long time. Okay, hello Auntie Shola. See, I said it. It's been a long time. I hope you and your family as well. I am fine. You too. We missed you, Miss Blue. We missed you. Please, can I ask you a personal question? Ooh, okay. How do you get through a breakup where the kids are without their daddy, having no intention of coming back to them? That has not happened to me before. Their daddy always comes back from his trip. That one is a tough one. How do you get through a breakup where the children are without their daddy? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's hard for me to answer that question. Talking to a marriage counselor, it's hard for me. Also, how you should date someone you are interested in if you want a serious relationship, marriage. Okay, so maybe that one I can answer. So how you should date someone you're interested in if you want a serious relationship and marriage. Be open. From the get-go, be open. Tell them what you're all about. I don't know why people will hide things and say, after we marry, then they'll know about this. No, tell them everything. Before I married my husband, I told him everything. You take me as I am, with faults and dents and commas and exclamation. Take me as I am. If you don't like it, let me go my way. So you can't force yourself on somebody to get married or whatever. Adeoye Agoegwe, says, what has been your biggest motivation over the years? Is it YouTube? And I've answered that question. Okay, so Story of Motherhood TV says, hello Auntie Shola, you look beautiful as usual. Thank you. I want to ask, when do you think a small YouTuber can ask or be ready for collaboration? Anytime. Yeah, well, for me, anytime. Not everybody will want to collaborate. Even me. Let me tell you something. Me, I've asked people that have 100 subscribers, 300 subscribers to collaborate with me. They've seen my message. They've ignored me. So, who am I? Anyway. So me, myself, sometimes I'll ask people to collaborate with me. They won't even collaborate. Also, big YouTubers always talk about niche down. But as a growing YouTuber, what do you advise? Does niche down help? I'm a lifestyle vlogger, and lifestyle is very big. I hope my questions be answered. Yeah, it will be answered. So niche down, having a niche is very good because it centralizes your audience. It also helps your audience. If you want like consistent audience, like it can help. But having a lifestyle give you more flexibility. So it really depends on what you are passionate about. So if you are passionate about one area, so for me, I like hair videos. I'm checking if I like hair videos, so my niche is hair. But I also like doing videos like this, talking with you guys. So I created a new video, a new channel. 3 years later, I created a new channel called DNVlogsLife back in 2014, and it just gives me that flexibility of having my cake and eating it. Okay, so I hope that helps. Prudence Apinoco says, not a question. Prudence. Hey, by the way, you guys, Prudence has a book, so you guys should check it out. She has a book. Go to her channel and check it out. Prudence Apinoco says, not a question. I just want to say thank you for being amazing on the YT Street. Oh, you two, you're amazing. The Afro Food Diary says, I admire your every year young look. So she said, I'm reducing age. Please, what is your biggest workout and fitness motivation? What keeps you going? What keeps me going is I want to continue in good health. And what's my biggest motivation? My motivation is, my workout and fitness motivation is, I don't want to be sick. I want to be strong. I want to be healthy, and I do this, you know, and I just want my children, I want to lead by example with my children. And also one of my motivation is when I work out with my children, just being able to talk with them and bond with them. That to me is big motivation. Ali Ash says, how do you manage your channel during the pandemic and make it seem like nothing has happened? If you watch all my videos for the past couple of months since March, you know that it's been up and down. Some days I've been stressed out, some days I've been down, but you know, you just go with this swing. You try and create content to take people's mind off what is going on right now. Maria Nelson says, my question is, how do you create and foster a healthy relationship with your daughters? I think I've answered it a lot. You know, show them respect, be open to hear from them, be open with their ideas. Their ideas might not be the same as your ideas, but kind of try and see it from their point of way and try and understand them, and understand that even when you have your time of argument, which we rarely argue, let them just, you know, let them speak, and you too, you speak. Okay, so Nwaye Igbo says, my question is, how do you cope with negative comments? I have videos on that. And how many videos should a young YouTuber watch in a day for a channel to grow? Okay, so how do you cope with negative comments? If I get negative comments, and if the comments are racist, I've already done like my truthful YouTuber tag, I talk about that. But if the comments are racist and stuff, I delete them. I don't even have time for that. If they're negative, sometimes I address it. I'll be like, okay, let's talk. How many videos should a young YouTuber watch in a day for her to grow her channel? There's no set number. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. You watch videos because you want to support that person. Don't just be watching video for watching sake. Watch videos, support that person, comment, you know, and just keep on supporting. And that's it. It does. Like for me, in a day, because what I do is that I play YouTube, I watch YouTube when I'm doing everything. So I watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos, okay? AJ's Corner, I just did a collaboration with her. She said, what would I ask now? Okay. Ali Journey X says, have you thought about collaborating with other YouTubers? I collaborate with a lot of YouTubers every month. I even have playlists on this channel called Collaboration Videos. I have playlists on DiscoveringNatural channel called Collaboration Videos. So if you want to see everybody I've collaborated with for years and years and years, you can look at that. Miss Benin in America says, how did I gain genuine subscribers and what keeps you motivated on YouTube? How do you gain genuine subscribers? You comment on their channel, you connect with them, and you know, you never know who is genuine, who is not, and you don't kill yourself. You just do you. Okay? And what keeps me motivated, I've already said it, being able to encourage others and just loving what I do. I'm not, views are good, but sometimes, you know, just the connection you have with people is also good. Talk to 10, okay, are we near? Oh, we're nearly done. Talk to Tenny says, me, I don't have any question, Joe. The last time, talk to Tenny, we are fighting. Okay, she said, I don't have any question, Joe. The last time my question was not read. See, I'm reading your question now. I don't even know which one you are talking about, but we'll get to the bottom of this. But I love you. She put crying emoji. Girl, now, you don't put 2 crying on emoji. Tenny, okay, says, but I love your humble and blessing spirit. God bless your family, man. Tenny, we're not fighting now. So I responded to a comment and I said, really? Please know that it was not done intentional. Do forgive. Do you remember the video? I can go and search and answer. So Tenny responded to me. She's like, no offense taken, ma. I guess me and Tenny are fine. So Tenny, I read it too. Okay. I don't know what video she was talking about. Anyway, tell me, Talk by Bank says, please, do you Anshala, please, how do you undo teenagers in America? Okay, so on that note, that is the last question. How do I handle teenagers in America? I'm going to put the video right over here and also another video right over here. I did a collaboration with IJ's Corner and we did those videos, so watch it. That's how I do it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for your questions. I really appreciate it and I love you guys. So talk to you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.